Thank you for checking out crypto.chartguys.com, the source for technical analysis in the cryptocurrency world. We are proud to announce our own crypto alert system designed to give you the most critical technical trading information possible, no matter where you are. Keep your eyes on the market with mobile or email alerts for MACD crosses, RSI levels, and even inside bar alerts for dozens of coins across multiple exchanges. New features and proprietary ChartGuys indicators are already in development. Our alert system is very easy to customize and utilize, so don't hesitate to sign up for the most effective crypto trading tool on the market at crypto.chartguys.com. Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. We're going to look at the big three here, and also we're going to look at BNB as there was a really clear bearish reversal head and shoulders pattern that's now following through. So we're going to start on the daily time frame, and one thing that I want to talk about, and one thing that the thumbnail alludes to, is the importance of the trend. So as we know, it seems so simple. Go with the trend. The trend is your friend. If you're fighting the trend, you're swimming upstream. All of these little phrases that we hear 100 times, and it seems common sense, but we constantly find ourselves as traders, and I'm, subject to doing this as well, certainly more so years ago, but having an outlook that I feel is most likely, and then looking for clues to fit that outlook and to fit that bias. So the most significant change that I made for technical analysis was putting price levels as the backbone of all of my analysis. And again, I love price levels more than fibs, more than Elliott wave, because there is no bias. They are set in stone. Price level, you cannot argue what a price level is, and it's very clear if something is higher lows and higher highs or lower highs and lower lows. When you have fibs or you have Elliott wave or all of these other styles, they're fine. If they work for you, stick with them for sure. But if you take 5 analysts and you put them in a room, all of their levels are going to look different. That's not the case with price levels. So my point here is I'm on Twitter and, checking out and seeing what other people are saying. And I keep seeing people looking for little clues to fit their bias, looking for divergences, whether it's RSI or whatever. It's fine to be cautious. We know we're extended on this bull move. We know we've been running for days. The 4-hour chart hasn't seen much consolidation, but that's at the point. The 4-hour chart has done nothing to tell us to look in the other direction. So we don't need to make, I put a tweet out, we don't need to time the top or time the bottom of cryptocurrency or any market. All we need to do is get our piece of the pie. If there's a 10% move and we get 7%, great job. But we don't have to sit here and try and time the top and try and go short into bull momentum. We're going to give up some reward if you wait for the trend to change, but you're going to eliminate a ton of risk. The odds of the trade going in your favor if you wait until the momentum shifts will significantly increase. So you are trading off risk with reward. So here on the 4-hour time frame, ever since this bounce started, the only real weakness we've seen on this 4-hour time frame is when we formed this dump. We saw a pretty steep dump, a lower high. We never saw the lower low. We formed an equilibrium pattern and it broke bullish, and it's been all bulls since then. So we have not seen a lower high and a lower low on the 4-hour time frame since we formed the higher high on the daily time frame. And again, the daily time frame, as soon as we broke $9,090, that's the bull move and the momentum run that we are still on. So ever since that bull break did occur, and that was back here at 90.90, ever since that has occurred, the 4-hour time frame has not given us any signal that the trend has changed and the bears are now in control. So until that happens, I am constantly looking bullish. I don't care if the RSI is trending down. I don't care if the MACD is doing something else. If the price action is giving me higher lows and higher highs, that is all that I care about. And again, I know to be cautious because we are extended and we can anticipate daily consolidation, but until I see the time frames, the shorter term time frames change from higher lows and higher highs to lower highs and lower lows, then I'm not going to be looking for that pullback to get any kind of action. So still bullish. And I posted a few days ago for Litecoin. I said, I want a piece of Litecoin as long as the 4-hour higher lows remain. And I posted that right here when the 206.25 low was there. And, depending on how you look at things, you could have viewed these as some higher lows that broke. But overall, I'm still looking at these as higher lows. I'm looking at 206.25, 212.45, 213, and now we're looking for higher lows after this most recent breakout this morning. So just another example where until we break key support levels and until we start setting lower highs and lower lows, the bulls are in full control. So here we stand on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. The most recent higher low that formed is 11,188. Any consolidation that holds this level is just a higher low on the 4-hour time frame, keeping the bulls in full control. Don't lose sight of that, and don't try and fight this trend is essentially what it boils down to. Hourly time frame, clear higher lows here. We can be using these levels if we want to have tighter stops, and I just changed my chart by accident. Let me get that back up here, and if we want tighter stops on the hourly, these are the levels that we're using, looking at 11,415, 11,550, and resistance right now is the top of the bull move, 11,775, and it looks like an hourly inside bar just formed. So we've had all kinds of continuation moves on Bitcoin over the last 4 or 5 days, and there is no slowdown yet. The first red flag as a bull will be a loss of the hourly higher low pattern. That does not mean you have to exit your trade. If you're comfortable and in profit, you probably want to give it a little bit more wiggle room, and you want to use that 4-hour level. So it all depends on the individual setup for the trade, when the entry was, what the stop loss levels are, and things like that. But for me personally, I will not be looking for any daily significant consolidation until it is met with lower highs and lower lows, or I should say until it begins with lower highs and lower lows on the 4-hour time frame. So Bitcoin all bull at the top of the move, the daily chart all bull with follow through. We had an inside bar on the daily time frame break bullish at 11,274, and here's a $500 follow through on that inside bar bull break. So now let's look at Litecoin, which had its nice spike earlier today. Again, Litecoin is marked by short, fast bursts to the upside, and then it's been seeing some healthy consolidation. Let's look at the daily first. So the daily gave us a new higher low, and it also saw an inside bar bull break on the daily. So our new higher low is right there down at 212.45. The inside bar bull break on the daily time frame, that signal went off at 225.96, and we saw a huge follow through up to 251.90, a 10% move on the inside bar bull break signal. Just like the inside bar here, bear break was a drop from 225 to 212, a 5% drop on the inside bar signal, and then a 10% bull move on the inside bar signal. So where we stand on the 4-hour chart, bulls inside bars broke bullish, didn't get a ton of follow through, but the bulls are still hanging on here. I don't like the wicks here. It is a bit of an equilibrium pattern, and when I say I don't like it, I just means in terms of clarity. I would look for a shorter term time frame for more details, but I could look at the top of the bull move, the low of the pullback, our lower high, and watch this equilibrium. Let's see what it looks like on the hourly. So high, low, lower high. I would call that the higher low at 240.01. The short-term range right now, 240.01 support, 248.96 resistance. And we have the light pay anticipated to be released in 6 days. I anticipate it's going to be a sell the news event, again, because the date is known. Unless there's new news released with the release, the market knows about it. And this is why we're seeing really bullish action in Litecoin over the past few days. And that is because the bulls have been pricing in light pay the past few days. So that is my sentiment for the light pay, event when it does come live. But as far as we stand right now, the bulls are certainly in control overall, and we're looking up at resistance of 248.96 and then 251.90. If we break 251.90, the next resistance on the daily time frame is 268. And again, this weekly chart for the equilibrium pattern that I talked all about in the live stream yesterday, which was recorded and is on the channel, I estimated roughly 275 as a potential target for the lower high. Again, that's just a very rough estimation, but I am looking for weekly equilibrium patterns to be playing out on all of these big three of crypto. Ethereum is still extremely weak, comparatively, of course. So we look at the daily higher low pattern that the bulls want to see maintained. We've got our low, our higher low, and seeing a break right now of 909.10 would be a clear bear break for me in terms of the short-term action. Look at the 4-hour time frame. I drew this chart yesterday for the potential bearish reversal head and shoulders pattern, and here we are closer than ever to following through. If we see a break of 909.10, we will lose the daily higher low. This will be the shift that the bears are looking for. So we have our lower high and lower low if we break 909.10. And again, Bitcoin nor Litecoin has done this on the 4-hour time frame. And once they do it, then we know daily consolidation is coming. So if ETH makes a bear break here, I'm looking at support of 895.51 and then a lack of support until down in the 830s. So we will be looking for daily consolidation to begin once we get the lower high and lower low on the 4-hour time frame. If the bulls bounce and hold 909.10, we'll be looking for a 4-hour equilibrium pattern to form. That's the key for ETH heading into tomorrow night. Can we hold 909.10 and form an equilibrium, or do we break bearish? BNB daily chart is consolidating. Again, higher low was back here, strong correlation. A lot of the altcoin market is weak right now. And it's worth noting that a lot of that, in my opinion, is obviously if they're in comparison to BTC, Bitcoin being so strong is going to make those names a bit weaker. In my opinion, if we see these names, these altcoins start to slow down and break their correlation, they have been correlated with Bitcoin this entire bounce. And if they break that correlation while Bitcoin remains strong, we're going to see people take their profit and either look to put them in the big three and see that influx like we saw. Remember when Bitcoin ran up to 20,000 and the altcoins all dumped? That's because money was leaving altcoins and going to Bitcoin. We're starting to see the potential signs of that. And if Bitcoin's going to see another leg up at this point, it's probably going to take some altcoin money to do that in terms of getting us over 12,000. So a clear bearish reversal pattern here. Again, 4-hour time frame. Lower highs. Let me get rid of that magnet. Lower highs and lower lows. So we had a higher low, higher high pattern. We formed our lower high, and the bearish reversal head and shoulders pattern was confirmed when this level was broken at 10.54. We dropped down here. It's at 10.5. It's only a 4-cent break at this point, but you can see 15-minute time frame. Clearly, the bears are reacting to that. This is the change in the trend that tells us daily consolidation is coming, and it's currently underway. So 2 really good examples. Just got the bear break on the 4-hour time frame to give us a lower high and lower low. Ethereum is close to giving us the lower high and lower low. Litecoin and Bitcoin, neither are anywhere near giving us a 4-hour lower high and lower low. So in the past couple of videos, I've been saying, it's an ideal scenario for the bulls because overnight, we're either going to see healthy consolidation or we're going to see new bullish continuation and higher highs. Now, obviously, any kind of FUD article can always change that fact. But again, where we stand right now, it's 5:10 p.m. Eastern. In order to see a lower high and a lower low on the 4-hour time frame, seeing how this chart is shaped right now, it's not going to happen tonight. Worst case scenario for the bulls would be a pullback to lose the higher low pattern, and then we will anticipate a lower high and a lower low to follow it. But that's all the way down at 11,188, and we're currently $600 above that level. So as far as I'm concerned, bulls still in full control as they have been in every day. If ETH does break 909.10 and we don't see any kind of correlation, it will be worth noting that one of the big three has started its daily consolidation and has made that bear break. But until that happens, it's bullish, and we should be looking bullish, and we should be cautious. Again, it's fine to look for divergences and make note of them, but I would never enter a bearish position because RSI trend line is doing something that's not correlating with the price. Again, price action is king for me. It is the backbone of my analysis every time. Litecoin bulls trying to make a break here at the end. 248.96 resistance test approaching. And look at the exponential hourly supports holding these consolidation periods. Really nice follow through. Look at Bitcoin. Hourly exponential supports holding really well on these periods of consolidation. I appreciate you all watching. I hope you continue to do good things, and I know you will. And we will see you tomorrow.